Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. Hey, this is Shane. We're going to cover a portfolio update, cap on what we did for the week in the portfolio, in the dividend growth portfolio. As the slide says, we added $1,877 to the portfolio, guys. So let's take a look at what those funds purchased. So as you can see here, we started out with 16 more shares of Verizon, ticker VZ, in the communications sector. It dipped down to $51 per share. So we picked up 16 more shares, $815.96. We picked up 14 more shares of Store Capital, ticker STOR, for $29 a share. And Store Capital is a REIT. And we picked up 10 shares of Cisco Systems, ticker CSCO, in the technology industry. Those 10 shares were $53.91. Anything under 54, in my opinion, is a buy for Cisco. Anything under 30 for Store, and 51 is just real cheap for Verizon. So I continue to add, and then we added, with the funds we had remaining, 5 more shares of AT&T, ticker T, at $23, and that's under my basis. I think I'm around $24 per share in AT&T. Anything under 25 for me is a buy. Guys, most of these stocks I've covered. In Cisco, I know I covered this week. I think Verizon and Store I covered last week, and AT&T maybe last week as well in the stock picks of the day. These are all currently below my cost basis and continue to remain buys, in my opinion. It meant below value, below their fair market value. And also Verizon, I think, is close to a 5% dividend yield. Store Capital is above 5. Cisco, I think, is around 3.4, 3.5, and AT&T is still around that 8% yield. But when they drop it down, it will cut it in about half whenever they do the spinoff, guys. But what I'm getting at here is these stocks that I cover in the stock pick of the day. These are the same stocks that I'm buying. Whenever I see these deals, guys, these are the ones I'm adding to my dividend growth portfolio. That's why I cover them. So I don't just talk about stocks. I'm adding them consistently. Whenever they're stocks I'm talking about, typically I'm adding, or they're on my watch list waiting for an entry point. Now let's do a quick overview of the entire portfolio. It currently sits at $105,689.06. Dividend yield of 4.113. And guys, this is what it's really about, the annual dividend income. This is truly passive income created by the dividends paid out by the companies within the portfolio. So this number will continue to grow as I add, as the dividend increases come in for the companies, and then as they buy more shares and we accumulate more shares over time. And that's what it's about. Whether the market's up, down, or sideways, these annual dividends keep on coming in, some of them monthly and most of them quarterly paid. And a quick run through the sectors. Communications at 10.3, consumer discretionary 3.42. This is one that I'd really like to bring up. I know I just covered Whirlpool. If some of these, I'm getting over 100, 120 shares in some of these stocks, I'd like to probably take a break around 150 on some of them so they don't become too big portions of my portfolio, and I may look to start adding some from my watch list. Whirlpool in this consumer discretionary is one I've really got my eye on, and it's looking very attractive at a 3.8% yield currently. And again, it was one of the ones I covered on the stock pick of the day series this week. Consumer staples at 9.6, energy at 10.7, financials at 8.47, healthcare 11.81. And I know I've mentioned this before, guys, but healthcare is one with our aging population. If you don't have anything in this sector, you really might want to look at. Industrials in 12.6, technologies at 11.27. Cisco helped bring this up a little bit recently, and the purchases of Intel stock as well. But Cisco is one I'd like to add to significantly as well. Materials at 6.3, utilities at 5.2, and REITs and real estate at 10.17. And guys, that's it for this video. If you like this kind of content, guys, consider subscribing to the channel. Drop a like, drop a comment. As always, appreciate you stopping by, and if you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up, ring the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. I do personally read and respond to the comments, and I'm always interested to read your questions and or opinions, or if you have topics you'd like to discuss, drop those down below as well. This is Shane signing out, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours, And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I am only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money and should never invest any amount you are not comfortable losing. Always do your own research and invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select the criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.